and that is that I've decided to pick a big name.
If I have to pick one amongst the foreign players,
We'll do this stock taking after the first 15 days.
I don't know. I mean, look, it's harsh. It's a harsh question.
Don't hang me by the thumbs and don't think I have committed sacrilege because
Okay, so one player who I think may not really fire this season.
Okay, so I mean, I've for myself put some sort of parameters when I'm going to select the flop, and that is that I've decided to pick a big name because just picking an average player and saying that he's not going to do well, that wouldn't really be a great prediction to make. So I'm actually going to go for a very well established big name, which I think may not have a great IPL, and I'm going with Glenn Maxwell. Couple of reasons. One, he'll be coming off an injury, so because of that, and secondly, I've seen this with him that he'll have one really good IPL and then 4, 5 or maybe 6 IPLs where he won't do great, and then another great IPL. So I think this is that lull period that is still on for him after that good IPL that he had in the UAE. So I'm picking Glenn Maxwell.
I don't want to name any player because before the league it's not viable. So I think we'll do this stock taking after the first 15 days.
Well, obviously, I don't think a lot of players would be happy to know that they figure on this list of flop players who could possibly flop in this IPL. A difficult choice. Of course, I would want majority of the Indians to do well. If I have to pick one amongst the foreign players, I think Jason Behrendorff hasn't played a lot of cricket, and I think his peak is well past him. So Jason Behrendorff from Mumbai Indians, I don't know how many games he'll get. He might get a few games, maybe a lot many games, but because Mumbai Indians, they don't have too many fast bowlers. Jai Richardson is out. Jasprit Bumrah, of course, is nursing an injury. So I don't have great hopes from Jason Behrendorff, but I would still want Mumbai Indians to do well.
Flop. I don't know. I mean, look, it's harsh. It's a harsh question, really. I mean, I never wish upon anyone to flop or have a poor time. But of course, you know how it is in the world of sport. There's going to be winners and there's going to be people who fall short. So, as far who I think will kind of underwhelm as far as expectations, I think it'll be Ben Stokes. And I say this as a massive fan of the guy. Absolutely love him to death. I think he's one of the reasons why I really like following the English cricket team, particularly in tests. Has ball and what Stokes has done as captain, great stuff. But I'm not so sure how much of an impact he's going to have at CSK because again, there's a lot of conflicting reports coming about A, his availability, B, whether or not he'll be bowling regularly. So if you paid 16.25 crores, if I'm not wrong, for a player who is essentially just going to be a top order anchor batsman, I don't know. If he was bowling, it's a different matter, but even when he's bowling in T20, he can be a bit hit and miss. He's a great ODI and Test player. T20s, though, has kind of flattered to the seas. So for me, I'm picking Ben Stokes as the player who will underwhelm. Let's not say flop. Underwhelming player on this side.
if I have to point out my flop player of IPL 2023, don't hang me by the thumbs and don't think I have committed sacrilege because as far as batting is concerned, the player who's going to flop is MS Dhoni. He is going to encounter spinning conditions and that is something that MS Dhoni has not fared well in the last couple of years. Yes, he may be practicing hard against spin, but unfortunately, I don't see him overcoming that in 2023. So my flop player of IPL 2023 at the risk of being lynched is MS Dhoni.
Okay, so one player who I think may not really fire this season, I think it could be Harry Brook. Yes, he's got a lot of confidence in him right now. He's got a lot of things going his way across formats, I would say. But for some reason, I feel, it takes time to get acclimatized to the IPL. Does he manage to do that in his first season of the IPL? I still sort of have my doubts. New franchise, new conditions, everything for him. So will he be able to make that adjustment? That's something I have my doubts about. Also, it's a different pressure situation altogether, the IPL. He's played in other parts of the world, but playing the IPL is a different ball game altogether. So I think Harry Brook may just be somebody who could struggle this year.